Be saying you want to hang with me, but are you about to go to the park when it's raining? Hold on, wave check. Oh, daggone. Could have did me better than that, bro.
Okay, pause. Horts. Like, wait a second. Hold up, right? So this non-black woman, first of all, I'm not even gonna get started on her accent because I don't know what type of accent this is or supposed to be, but it don't sound right. I don't know. It sounds forced. It sounds odd. I don't think she's trying to have a black accent, but maybe. I don't know. It don't sound right to me. But that's not even what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to focus on the fact that she said wave check. Come on now, black people. Come on now. Come on now. We got to start calling this stuff out. Now, waves are a hairstyle that black American men used to really do heavily, but it's not as popular these days, okay? So basically, maybe like 15 years ago, it was like really popular when I was in like high school, right? Black guys, black American guys, they would walk around with a tub full of hair grease, right? And they would put that in their hair, then brush it 24/7. Brush the front forward, brush the back backwards, right? And then they covered up with do-rags all the time, right? And then somebody would say wave check, and they basically be saying pull your do-rag off. Let's see your waves, right? And that was a huge thing because if your waves wasn't swimming, you were going to get cooked, right? Now, I've mentioned in the previous video how this was just hair texturism, right? Because realistically, black men were trying to make their hair look more loosely waved as opposed to, kinky, right? So it all boils down to hair texturism and that good hair thing, right? But that's not even the point that I'm going to make in this video. That's not the conversation that I'm having here, right? My point is this. Wave checks and the waved hairstyle were something in the black American community. Now we have a non-black woman, right? Who clearly, first of all, don't even know what waves are because, like, she's equating her, her non-black hair period to, like, it's different, right? But my point is this, though, right? This reminds me of something that happened on TikTok a couple months ago, okay? So, basically, and it was mostly black American women, they were talking about slick back ponytails. Like, oh, which region slicks their hair back the best? Is it the Midwest? Is it, the East Coast? Whatever, right? Now, of course, this conversation about who slicks their hair back the best, of course, that's also rooted in hair texturism, right? But again, that's not even the conversation that I'm going to have in this video, right? I've discussed that many times before, and I'll discuss it many times in the future. What I'm going to point out is the fact that first, biracial started posting, talking about, yeah, I slick my hair back better than y'all, so and so and so. And then straight up non-black women, period, like women who were not even mixed with black started doing it, right? And I'm glad that black women called them out. Black women were like, well, of course you can slick your hair back because your hair is like 2B in the case of a biracial or just straight up straight in the case of a non-black person. Like, yeah, duh, right? The conversation is about black women with 4C hair slicking our hair back because that's way harder, duh, clearly, right? But I'm bringing this up again because it's like, you notice how non-black people are constantly studying us and imitating us and trying to get in on what we talking about. Now, don't get me wrong, right? These wave checks and slick back ponytails, they're all rooted in Eurocentric standards of beauty, right? Because who are you trying to look like when you talking about wave check or who slicks their hair back the best, right? Come on now, let's be for real. We can call a spade, right? But notice how these people are studying us. Now you got non-black people who don't even have 4C hair talking about wave check. Of course your hair is wavy. You're not black. Like, duh, doofy. Like, what are we talking about here, right? But also, we have to acknowledge, though, because I feel like a lot of black people are really reluctant to acknowledge the fact that when we're sitting here talking about wave checks and, who slicks their hair back the best and stuff, we're attempting to, hold ourselves to this Eurocentric standard of beauty. So, of course, non-black people see that and they point out, oh, you're trying to look like me. Look how effortless it is for me to look like me. And look at all of the work that you have to do to look like me. There's two conversations to be had here, right? And I've mentioned them both, but let's just do a recap, right? First of all, what are you talking about wave check? Your hair is 2C. Yes, you have waves in your hair. That defeats the whole purpose of the wave check. The wave check is for people with 4C hair who get their hair to look wavy, which of course is rooted in all types of hair texturism and so and so and so. But the point is, it does not pertain to you, right? But then the other thing is also this. These people may play dumb about their place in white supremacy, but they are not actually unaware of their privileges and their ranking in white society, and the fact that they're ranked above black people, because they see black people sitting here doing stuff like wave checks and who got the best slick back ponytail, and they recognize, oh, I have this naturally. I'm higher than you on this Eurocentric standard of beauty. Ha ha ha. Look at how I have it easier than you, right? And these people will sit around and act stupid about this, but again, they know exactly what is and what ain't. Somebody commented under my YouTube video today. It was a very, very, nice comment from a white person. And he or she was saying, oh, like, I love your content. I've learned so much. And normally I don't comment, which thank you. Because something I've said before, we need to hear less from white people. Y'all are the main voice in every space. Shut the hell up sometime, okay? But, they commented under this video because I was talking about a different white person who had commented talking about, oh, I feel like you hate white people, so I'm unsubscribing, right? And I'm mentioning this person because in their comment, the second person who said, I've learned so much from your content and you have every right to dislike people, and you're darn skippy. Thank you very much, right? But realistically, and I told this person this, I don't even dislike white people. Honestly, what I dislike is people playing in my face. Y'all know I don't like that. It has nothing to do with race. But realistically, though, 99.9% of white people, probably 100, right? I'm being real generous with the 99.9%. Most of y'all play in black people's faces concerning this system of white supremacy. Most of you all will sit there and gaslight black people. What? I just work harder than you. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Who wants to hear that stupid shit? Like, come on now, right? Can you be mad at me for not wanting to hear that dumb shit? And that applies to non-black people as well. A lot of times I say white people, but I really mean non-black people, period. Really what I mean is, if you ain't black, you are who I'm talking about, right? Because it's black people versus everybody, okay? It ain't everybody versus white people. Let's be very clear about that, because a lot of you all are totally complacent with oppressing black people. Your only issue is your role in this system of white supremacy. You just mad because you're not higher up. You cool with black people being at the bottom, though. Anyway, let me tell you something. My hair, baby, it don't slick. Okay, look, I got this silk press so I could get my ends trimmed, right? And when I tell y'all that wonderful woman pressed my hair out, right? And she did an amazing job. But when I tell y'all, it started getting nappy while I was sitting in that lady's house. Like, it started reverting to the ancestral lands while I was still in that woman's chair. She was like, oh my goodness, like, I'm trying. I'm like, girl, it's fine. Just clip the ends and that's fine, right? Because realistically, my hair's not supposed to be straight. I'm black. It just is what it is, right? Like, I hear black women talking all the time about how our hair is so hard to take care of, but what exactly are you doing to your hair, right? Like, it's hard to maintain because you're trying to maintain some shit that your hair is not supposed to be doing. Yeah, it's going to be hard to keep your hair straight because it's not supposed to be straight. Like, side note, last thing I have to say, do y'all remember years ago when non-black women, and it was black men too, right? Online, they used to make fun of black women, like, oh, a man wants to run his fingers through your hair, but you got on that scarf and that bonnet at night. Like, what man want to lay next to that so and so, right? Now, fast forward to today, and non-black women are wearing scarves and bonnets and who knows what, right? And when you call them out on it, they be saying, like, oh, it's just hair protection, my doggy diggity. I'm just protecting my hair. Well, black women was just protecting our hair years ago, but y'all talk crap about us for it. It's wild how y'all sit there and y'all study us, and while you do it, you talk down on us, and then you steal everything from us, and then gaslight. That's what I'm talking about when I say I don't like when people play in my face, because y'all all remember this. Y'all was all there, but y'all are gonna come to the comment, well, it's just hair. Actually, white people used to wear bonnets when they were pilgrims and so and so and so. Like, y'all just, it's the gaslighting, it's the playing in my face, bro.